Thanks, everyone, for joining 2K. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And here's Memphis's starting group. They've got Nikola Jokic, Trey Murphy out there with Jackson. Then there's Griffin, and it's Boomer in at the 2 spot. He buries it from 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Edwards can't hit. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch, and I asked him about their matchup against the multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. He told me, quote, Jokic is going to find a way to impact the game. We just need to make it tough on him. We have to bring the physicality and be cognizant of other guys cutting to the rim. We'll see how their defense holds up, B.A.
And Allie, thank you for that. Minnesota with the ball. It's a 3-point game. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
They had a lot of breaks go their way in that game, and hey, they cashed in when they could.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
Now here's Jokic. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
5 to shoot. Here's Griffin. With the clock winding down. And Jokic throws it down hard.
So listen, I mean, whether you put a body on Jokic or you don't, he will sneak in there for a second chance opportunity.
Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. The 3. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
And And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
And he drops the first.
There is so much to love about Anthony Edwards. He is one of the most skilled young basketball players in the league, but he also happens to be quite charismatic.
He's off on the second.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Jokic passes to Griffin, and here's Jackson. And stolen by Edwards. Inside, here's Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Griffin. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Here's Jokic. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
I mean, it is amazing to watch Jokic at his size use the handle to create space for his shot.
Pass to Edwards. Takes the three. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his fourth rebound in this one. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Edwards misses from close range.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First free throw is good. And coming down the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, have modern training methods help players get through it in one piece, you think?
Without a question, B.A. At the same time, it's a keeping up with the Joneses situation. If the guy you're guarding is in top form, that wears you down, too.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Jackson outside. Here's the three. Minnesota again missing. Memphis leading by 3. Jokic up top, defended by Gobert. Here's Griffin. It's blocked by Gobert.
Almost inescapable, that 7'9" wingspan. Send it back, big Rudy Gobert. Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
The shot's good.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Memphis calls timeout.
Come on, get down for your Timberwolves.
Lillard's checked in for Minnesota. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Strother's checked in. Memphis leading. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Jokic. Ooh, Durant with some nice D for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 8 so far. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go.
You cannot let Dame get good looks, especially from the corner.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Griffin passes to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was in Memphis.
Last time these teams met up, they practically got run over. But to be fair, they took issue with some of the calls they were handed.
Yeah, the team willing to give an inch and neither able to seize the momentum. This is a bucket right now.
Now here's Jackson. Good with the fadeaway. Jackson's got 5.
Yeah, good touch from Jackson Jr. Ready to score inside when given these opportunities.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Pass to Strother. Back to Griffin. To the inside. Lillard passes to Gobert. Stolen by Jokic. Griffin outside. Lillard right side. Pass to Edwards. Let's go with a 3. Sinks it. Now 2 of 7 on the night.
He's just 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Well, Graham, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Timeout call, Memphis. Minnesota making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. Sexton's checked in for Memphis. Griffin with it. Yet to see a basket. Back to Sexton. Pass to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Lillard looking around. Durant with a screen on Sexton. Outside Durant. Lets it go from deep. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep. Grizzlies trail by 3. Now here's Griffin. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first. That has to be encouraging. Sinking one after missing his first 5. Pass to Edwards. Lillard, a screen on Griffin. Back to Lillard. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the layup. Lillard's got 7.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
Griffin passes to Jokic. Over to the left wing. And that one's good. Strother.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
And it's Lillard with the ball for Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Pass to Durant. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Durant for 3. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Griffin outside. Back to Jokic. Here's Strother. Jackson with a screen on Kuzma. Clock is at 3. Strother no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 8 of 16 attempts to fall. Nice shot by Durant.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Griffin against Edwards. Jokic with a screen on Edwards. Fires from deep. And it's Griffin with the 3. Griffin's got his 2nd basket on the night. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Up top, Edwards. Over Griffin. No dice from the high post.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Grizzlies up by 1. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Williams is out there with Kenrich Williams. Then it's Jackson. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Lillard in at the point. So that's the lineup from Minnesota.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Sexton against Lillard. Sexton looking around. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc. Williams grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Sexton against Lillard. Outside, Williams. Pass to Kuzma. Now here's Jackson to the right side. Shot is up. Lillard can't get it to go. And here's Aldama. Williams defending. And he makes it. Aldama's gotten his first points in this one.
You like seeing that from Colin Sexton. He's got to prove he's more than just a scorer.
Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely. Outside, Williams. Pass to Lillard. And stolen by Sexton. Second quarter basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Williams grabs the board. Timberwolves trail by 3. Now Lillard. He had 22 in the win against Denver.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
A genuine sniper from downtown. Lillard's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
Now here's Sexton. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Lillard. Jackson. And they take the lead. Jackson's got his first bucket of the night.
Not just a score. Lillard knows it's his responsibility as the point guard to involve his teammates.
Timeout call. Memphis. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Checked in for Williams. Let's see some of the numbers here for Nikola Jokic.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Pass to Boomer. Now here's Sexton. Defended by Lillard. Left side Sexton. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, when you talk about the most underrated players in the league, Doris, Sexton has to be in the conversation. .59 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Oh, what a slam from the big man Jokic.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
On the court for Memphis. Trey Murphy up there with Jackson. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Griffin. And it's Boomer in at the shooting guard position. To tie it up. Kevin Durant pulls it in. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They held a 12-point lead earlier. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Picked by Gobert. Here's Edwards. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And that's an intentional foul.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he's able to hit the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Timeout, Grizzlies! From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
To tie it up. The three won't fall. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.